preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Texans and the Lions, and it comes your way next.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And finally, Brock, we can say it. Football is back. Oh, look at that. We didn't even practice that. Wins and losses don't quite count just yet, partner. But for a lot of people, us included, we are just happy to see games being played once again.
Yeah, it's been a long wait for fans of the sport. It's one thing to have a draft and OTAs. It's another to actually start hitting one another. And I know for these guys on the field, they can't wait to hit somebody else. And it's also the time to fight for roster spots.
First down throw from Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Goff to the air now. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Throwing again. It's Goff. A quick throw is swatted away. Incomplete. We get a timeout here called by the offense. Goff now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Goff back to throw. He's got it near the 10. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Here's Brooks. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They go play action with Goff. Well, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
On 3rd and goal, Goff. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. But they couldn't take away that big old tight end.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion, but this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Touchdown, Houston! The Texans finish off their opening drive. Well, no doubt about it, Brock, that was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown with the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Ball at the 33 for first down. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Brooks. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory. 70 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's the gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Running once more with Brooks. Makes a man miss. Oh, he's off. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Goff on 3rd. It's taken in by Williams. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. This Texans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. First throw for the backup now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's gonna be 3rd and short coming up. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Lions will go on offense. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Man-to-man coverage, it does not have to last forever. It just needs to last long enough for one of those rushers to reach the quarterback. Cover guys did their jobs, and so did he, and dropped.
And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Kate, I can think of an older football video game title where 30 yards to go was the default and easily attainable by an offense. Well, this is not that title. And this is borderline impossible. In fact, I can hear a coordinator saying in the ear to the QB, hey, this call, it's on you. Good luck.
And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
They'll say hello to the red zone after that big play, huh? As they get set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Jukes one defender. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Lions take a second quarter lead. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. What a hit, and the ball's loose! And they steal it back on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 13-point lead. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They're still in search of that first down of this game, Brock. Hoping to put together a drive and avoid calling on the punter again. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Pass play coming here. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st. From midfield now. Hauled in left side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. They've got a man in motion. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Just about every draw play in the book is headed right up the gut, but that doesn't mean you can ignore those DNs and the pressure they create on the edges. You got to hold them off, and if you don't, well, bad things happen just like that.
Hits his running back. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up 4th and long. Out comes the field goal team for the Texans. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. It's the Lions, who have 2nd and 4. From the 34. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that gives the Lions the first. Still sticking with the passing game. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. Chased out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. No one around. He's got space. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And we've got a stoppage here, and it's something you never want to see, especially in the preseason. One of their star players banged up with an injury after that play. The Lions readying for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Texans' drive is going to start from deep in their own territory. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Trying to force one through there. And now they're left with 4th and short. The Texans set to punt. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Lions going to go on offense here late in the half. And they'll need to be judicious in using that final timeout, Brock, but they still could put a scoring drive together before the break. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So it's 2nd down coming up. They'll try and throw it here. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's on the move. He's running with it. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 2nd down now, 7 to go. He's dropping back to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions get more points to end a lopsided first half. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Texans 10. Chase McLaughlin.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. He's back to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. So we've reached the half of this preseason opener. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you two in just a moment. The preseason is upon us as these 2 teams get things rolling. They'll have 2 more games after this to get ready before week 1 comes our way. It'll be here before you know it. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed. They'll watch the second half with the shoulder pads off. But plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Kate Scott.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. So as we get set to begin the 3rd quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this 3rd quarter. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Texans.
Setting up a throw. Searches from the pocket. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. Completed to his running back. Hit some space around midfield. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Whether they meant to go to him or was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a 1st down. That look, this crew defensively was prepared for and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up, and man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to the air here. Completed over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
And 6.
Back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Sets up 4th down.
Their punter making his way out now. And they could really use a good one here. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Cut out left. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand if thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play. Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Lions get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
The Lions getting ready to return to the field. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
1st and 10, they're going to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the Texans' 46-yard line.
From the 46. Has it downfield working the left. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions parlay the interception into points. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say, it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions continue piling onto this lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Out now come the Texans on offense. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Lone back gets the handoff. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, But that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on second down.
He's got it over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. They'll bring out the punter here. Braden Mann will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
If you're a quarterback and you can't even reach 2 Mississippis on your internal clock before that blitzing linebacker gets home, you are in big trouble with a capital T. And it also shows you how perfectly that linebacker timed that blitz and got home in a hurry.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The run nets them 9, so a little easier for them now. It's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
One of the tight ends motioning right. Throw on 3rd down. He stays. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, man, they've had a heyday in the backfield.
So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be Texans football. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Headed out right. He can run it. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Texans with the football and a chance to do a little window dressing here in the 4th. Second and 3 now. Here's a throw. Finds him on the slant. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To throw it on 1st down. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That finds Elliott complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. They'll throw it again. Caught near the pylon. Good gain here as he heads out of bounds.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
So now, here's third and goal. Dropping back to throw. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans putting up points in a game decided. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast, trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Texans 17.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Lions ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. Ball at the 33 for first down. Trying the right side. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw now. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. 2nd and 10 now. Dumped off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he makes the Huffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions grow their lead yet again.
Texans 17. Chase McLaughlin.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 37. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Complete to number 85.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
First down, Houston.
Pass play now. 4-step. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. Escapes, pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Looking for a throw here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. They'll throw it. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. So that brings them to 3rd down.
Yards to go.
They're throwing it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions started celebrating this win a while ago. On to try the field goal now, Chase McLaughlin. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that gives them a 28-point advantage.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Texans are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. Finds the in route complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back now, pressure on its way. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. 1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 47. Complete out to the right side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Still sticking with the passing game. Hits him on the in route. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. One final shot here. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.